So I was going to do Dr. Seuss tonight, but I decided that I've been inspired, so I'm going to do something more fun that I actually did last week. And most of you weren't here, so most of you missed it. But for those that were, a repeat. I'm going to do that at the end, though. Anybody watch the VMAs? Like, seriously, I've never watched one before in my life, and I watched this one. It was incredible. Some of the performances were amazing. And Lady Gaga won an award, came up and hugged Eminem, then dedicated that award to God and the gays.
That's pretty much who made her, so...
Seriously, she's amazing. I love her. So I'm going to start out with Flarf tonight, actually. That's where you go on Google and you put in 2 terms and you make a poem out of the search results. I did this one, I tried it just to see what's up, and it turned out really cool. This is called Important Jambalaya Thoughts. And the 2 search terms I used were jambalaya and roadkill. Fresh meats such as chicken, pork, rabbit, alligator, and roadkill are all used. Buy this premium jambalaya t-shirt, select from various styles, colors, and sizes. Here's what's in Victor's Jambalaya: roadkill, pig's-will, duckbill, landfill, fishgill, dorsal, floating in a brine. Texan tip number 211. It's only roadkill if you leave it by the side of the road. Deluxe roadkill barbecue branding irons available. Jambalaya News, Pelican Coast, Parrot Heads. Remember, we're always starting something up here. We start with samples of Melissa's gumbo and jambalaya. John assures us we take the roadkill out of our recipes. No possum knuckles. He's also the author of Roadkill Gumbo. Roadkill Weekend, September 29th. Cut meat in small portions, heat oil in Dutch oven, and fry celery, onions, greens, and tomatoes until soft. Add meat and brown. Uncategorized, tagged with rabbit. Jaguar jambalaya with jalapeno chilies. Exotic jaguars mixed with rice and seasonal vegetables. Shrimp heading there via Dallas over the Interstate 20 was remarkable beyond the carcasses of roadkill armadillos. Jambalaya and crawfish pie and filet gumbo. A different angle on roadkill, or that must have been some powerful jambalaya. Yeah, that turned out pretty cool. And the next thing I wanted to do is a story. This is like an oh my god adorable story. This happened to my friend the other day. There's this girl he's been talking to for a couple months now. She had a boyfriend, but apparently not anymore. And he was talking to her, and she asked, where'd my phone go? She asked what he was doing, and he said, well, I'm writing a poem right now. And she said, well, read it to me. So he sent it, and this is what it was. He did, in fact, write this for her. It went, in a more perfect universe, I would have introduced myself to you by saying, hi, I'm Nicholas, and I think you're beautiful, and sometime before this evening ends, I hope to kiss you just once. But now I can just hope that you forget me altogether and I get a second chance. And he sent that to her, and she thought it was just adorable, and she asked if it was written for her, and he said it was, and her reply was, well, let me make a title for it. And the title she chose was Serendipity, or You Had Me at Hello. Is that not just adorable? So, alright, punk rock love poem. This is written by Johnny Tornado. He's a poet out of Northern California. And it's actually inspired, what inspired me to read it was the Acoustic Destroyer, because they're just amazing.
They're pretty good.
And I wanted to do a punk rock poem, but I haven't written any punk rock poems. I don't know how to go about it, so I just found this one, and it's incredible. Alright, punk rock love poem. You should know that it's dangerous if I fall in love with you. And I've got some bad news. I love you. I just thought you should know that the proverbial fuse has been lit, and I am more nuclear fucking warhead than I am firecracker. I should come with a label, Surgeon General's warning. This love will give your cancer AIDS. I just don't think we should run into this thing blindly, so there are a few things I think you should know about punk rock before you say you love me back. And they go like this. I was 14 years old and stumbling in social awkwardness and bankrupt in self-esteem, but I was overflowing with ignorance about who I was and what I was capable of doing in this world, so I did what every socially inept and sexually frustrated 14-year-old boy does. I started a band, and we called ourselves the Ice Cream Truck, and we fucking sucked. It's like we were trying to own that definition, like we didn't even want to be good, like we were trying to demonstrate that you don't have to know how to play your instruments in order to play your instruments. But I'll tell you a secret. punk rock ain't got nothing to do with guitars, and goddamn if our passion couldn't make up for everything else we didn't know. If Matt didn't raise the drumsticks up behind his head and crash them down onto the set like he was breaking store windows with baseball bats, and if David didn't thrash around the room so violently that he unplugged himself over and over and over, and if I didn't find myself trying to outdo all of them, just strumming on and on like a fist fight with a guitar and pogo stick jumping out the pulse of these prayers and headbanging affirmation of every syllable of these songs, and I'm sure we sounded like shit. But I swear to you, we got it exactly right, and I want you to know this because I think you should know I have no intention of figuring this whole love thing out, period. If you want to find someone safe to love, go find someone who took music lessons, because I will not love you with careful precision. I will love you like a floor littered with broken guitar strings, like a 14-year-old plays every note like it was the only note that ever was, like finding God in 3 chord progressions, like louder is better, like the guitars are going to explode and the amplifiers are going to catch fire, like I don't know how, like it doesn't matter, like we are the biggest song ever written in the time signature of holy shit, like we are the loudest song ever written in the key of fuck, and baby, I will love you like punk rock.